and who are we? We live in an observable universe of 93 billion light years, on a planet that encompasses 510 kilometers square of land, inhabited by 7.6 billion people. These numbers give perspective about our significance as a human, if such can be said to exist. The average human lives approximately 79 years of age, and yet many of us spend most of it searching for answers as to why we are here. If we are in fact a grain of sand on this beach in this infinite universe, then can one really find the purpose in life? Can anyone be anyone? We travel the ends of the world, impose introspection upon ourselves, and dig deep into our souls, all in search of a common treasure, that reassurance that we have a purpose. Despite the constant hunt to find meaning in our lives, some never find true satisfaction. Thus, who we are is characterized by something intrinsic rather than forced. As Alan Walker, a well-known DJ and record producer, once said, "The meaning of life is just to be alive." It is so plain and so simple and so obvious, and yet everybody rushes around in great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. This completely exemplifies my view about the purpose of life. In my opinion, our meaning in our lives is something much closer and simpler than we all think it is. What if the key to finding who we are and our purpose was already in the lock, and we just needed to turn it? We have all once struggled with finding our identity and or questioned our purpose. Who am I? Who are you? And who are we? In my opinion, how a person makes the people in their surroundings feel speaks the loudest about who they are. One's personality should be based on the reverberations they have on the people around them. We are all sharing the same earth, and we are diminutive in relation to what we inhabit. We would hence be collectively incompetent if we didn't take the chance to turn to our neighbors and make them better every day. If we don't, then we should all ask ourselves, who are we? Who are we to live an individual life of self-indulgence and egocentrism? If we can't think beyond ourselves, will our memories still live after we are gone? The fancy cars, the expensive shoes won't mean anything in the last few seconds before you leave this world. Nothing else matters before you go except how you are remembered. And if who we are will one day be a simple memory, and someone said, then we all have the duty to ensure it is a good one. No one remembers the property, nor the material, but the memories are forever imprinted in the minds of the people you have touched. To summarize this concept, what if the key to opening the door which leads to a life of meaning and value was something simple? Something we have always known to be there, but have never dared to turn the doorknob. Something we know for sure is good and right. What I'm talking about here is the idea of altruism. Giving, caring, shining a light on someone's darkness, it is that simple. And if that is the case, that purpose isn't found within us, but in the impact we have on others, then what are we waiting for to use this key and open the door to a meaningful existence? What if who we are isn't as much about what we have come to define what identity is, but measured by how much of you will still live after you are gone? We never forget the ones who gave us so much to remember. And as Maya Angelou, an American poet, memoirist, and civil rights activist once said, try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. To me, that is the foundation of identity and purpose. If we stand alone, our existence will be brushed through by the wind. But when we use our individual capacities to turn to our neighbors and make them remember every day, then only then will we counter the wind and give meaning to our existence. We struggle to find purpose because we aren't looking in the right direction. How you are remembered should be what is essential to each and every one of us, and it will be measured not by the commodity you have acquired throughout your life, but by the light you have shone on the darkness of others. So, as I asked before, can anyone be anyone? Well, I don't know about you all, but if who we are is characterized by what we have, then I don't want to be anyone. But if who we are is determined by what lives we have touched, then I and all of you can be a son. Thank you.